Global outbreaks of disease like plagues, pandemics, and epidemics have been around since the beginning of time. While they have devastated populations, they've also altered the world's history, spawned management techniques, helped develop science and medicine, and even provided lessons. Most importantly, that life does go on. But before talking about these outbreaks, let's clarify some concepts. First of all, what is an epidemic? The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention defines an epidemic as an unexpected increase in the number of disease cases in a specific geographical area. And what causes an epidemic? Before the 19th century CE, a plague was thought to be supernatural in origin, a punishment from the gods or God, and/or the result of a population sin. But now, we have plenty of information that can explain the causes of epidemics. Some of them are the following: infected food and water, increased virulence of the disease, introduction of a new disease to a population, lower resistance to a disease, and natural disasters and wars.
What's a pandemic? Finally, the WHO defines a pandemic as the worldwide spread of a new disease. So, in the realm of infectious diseases, a pandemic is the worst-case scenario. Here is a look at some of the world's most infamous plagues and pandemics, and how each one finally got out of the mess.
Plague of Athens, 430 BC. The Plague of Athens is the earliest recorded pandemic. Around 430 BC, not long after a war between Athens and Sparta began, an epidemic ravaged the people of Athens and lasted for 5 years. The disease had passed first through Libya, Ethiopia, and Egypt. As much as 2/3 of the population died, and some estimates put the death toll as high as 100,000 people. The Greek historian Thucydides, in the history of the Peloponnesian War, wrote that people in good health were all of a sudden attacked by violent hits in the head, and redness and inflammation in the eyes, the inward parts, such as the throat or tongue, becoming bloody and emitting an unnatural and fetid breath. What exactly this epidemic was has long been a source of debate among scientists. A number of diseases have been put forward as possibilities, such as Ebola, typhoid, smallpox, measles, bubonic plague, cholera, influenza, ergot poisoning, and a host of animal diseases. Many scholars believe that overcrowding caused by the war exacerbated the epidemic. Sparta's army was stronger, forcing the Athenians to take refuge behind a series of walls that protected their city. Despite the epidemic, the war continued on, not ending until 404 BC. Finally, a fun fact: since the disease weakened the Athenians significantly, it was a significant factor in their defeat by the Spartans.